Okay, everybody, this is American Contractor. Today is December 26, 2015. This is the American Contractor, and if you haven't been to the AmericanContractor.com website, I encourage you to do so. You get some great information. You'll get some great information about different things about Iraqi Dinar, the Middle East, what's going on in Iraq. I'm the only one in the community that will give you the straight scoop. No, there's no other guru out there. If you want to call me a guru, I don't, it doesn't matter. But there's no other person out there that will give you the straight scoop on what's going on in Iraq, and as far as the Iraqi Dinar, what's going on with the Central Bank of Iraq, and what their plan is. Now, last night I spent this time and wrote this article. Central Bank of Iraq has new plans for the Iraqi Dinar in 2016. This is the headline. Central Bank of Iraq has new plans for the Iraqi Dinar in 2016. Now, if you had a chance to read this article, I appreciate that you do. But let's go ahead and I'll just read it. Central Bank of Iraq has new plans for the Iraqi Dinar in 2016. There are several websites that one can get information with the Iraqi Dinar. Before you begin, you should have an understanding and knowledge of what is happening with the Iraqi Dinar currency and the Central Bank of Iraq, or better known as the CBI. Iraq military operations and central bank. When military operations first began on Iraq, March 2003, there was no set plan in play for the Iraqi economy. The CPA, Collision Provisional Authority, along with the Iraq interim government, created a new Iraqi Dinar currency on 15 October 2003 and ended on 15 January 2004. The Iraqi government plan was to distribute 4.5 trillion new Iraqi dinars in a one-for-one exchange throughout the country. The money supply has increased to about 40 trillion banknotes on deposit and in circulation since 2004. You can retrieve this information directly from the CBI website. Now you can go to the CBI website and look at the money supply. It's over 40 trillion banknotes. So let's continue on here. Iraq Central Bank sends a courier to the KRG. Earlier this month, the Central Bank of Iraq made an announcement that it would be cutting all ties to the local central bank branches in Erbil and Sulaymaniyah. When the CBI made the decision, it made sure that the Kurdistan regional government understood what the central bank was saying. The CBI sent a special courier to the KRG government, who caught the late flight out of Baghdad International Airport to Erbil. Upon arrival, he gave the letter to an unidentified official waiting at the KRG government office. The CBI cut all administrative, organization, and financial ties with both branches. The CBI courier had a few more points as well. The Erbil and Sulaymaniyah branch would now report to the Finance Ministry of the Kurdistan Regional Government. The central bank no longer recognizes the Iraqi dinars and U.S. dollars in deposits at the two branches. After the central bank courier had delivered the news, KRG officials set up meetings on how they were going to move forward with any support from the Baghdad Central Bank. The news traveled fast. Every local and foreign banker who had deposits in both of those branches were scrambling to think of the best way to get their deposits out. This was before the KRG could come up with a scheme to keep their deposits a little longer. The KRG is in 3 months in arrears and deeply in debt. The Turkish bankers thought if they had any problems getting their deposit back, maybe they could ask the Turkish military position in northern Iraq to assist them. New capital requirements for private banks deadline on June 2016. The local Baghdad bankers are always in the know compared to other banks outside of Baghdad. The private bankers in Baghdad learned that the central bank will be imposing new capital requirements. The new amounts will be so large that you could possibly see banks start closing their doors. The last day for the increase in capital requirements will be June 2016. The central bank will be making the announcement soon. Okay, Iraqi dinar to devalue in 2016. It is getting very complex and stressful for the central banking staff. The signs are there when you see the top economic advisor to the Iraq Prime Minister, Mr. Muhammad Saleh, this week call a devaluation of the Iraqi dinar as adjustment. Quote, adjustment. Mr. Saleh worked under Dr. Sinan al-Shabibi, the former central bank governor, and knew that Dr. Shabibi would have called the recent change a devaluation, or possibly with deliberate downward adjustment. Mr. Saleh is still disgruntled that Dr. Shabibi left him in Baghdad since November 2012, while Shabibi continues to live the good life in Switzerland. The Iraqi Prime Minister, Hadi al-Abadi, recently just returned from an important meeting with the central bank and other government finance officials. The meeting was to discuss what to do about the weak Iraqi dinar currency in 2016. Al-Abadi is not pleased with the status of the country's very weak currency. The people are exchanging dinar to the dollars daily. The government officials and the CBI banking staff know that they will not be able to defend the currency peg to the U.S. dollar. A bank official stood up in a meeting and advised everyone at the meeting to inform Mr. PM Al-Abadi of the 2016 plan. Daily currency auctions are creating a lot of wealth for people in and out of the government. The currency auctions are cashing out about $180 million or more per day. If the foreign reserves are $58 billion, it won't take long to deplete the foreign exchange reserves. The banking official at the meeting was very forthright in his reporting. If the currency auctions were totaling $5 billion per month, the foreign reserves would be gone in 12 months. The CBI is selling the dollars as fast as they can during the auctions, and it is common knowledge. The banks in Dubai are fully aware of the devaluation that came in December 2015. They reported it in their banking reports in August of 2015. Banking staff member gives the projections for 2016. Banking staff member in the meeting said they will be making an additional adjustments or devaluation of the Iraqi dinar currency by 10% in 2016. I'm hearing it's up to 15% now, but I didn't want to put it in there. But several members in the meeting choked on their tea when their banking staff made that announcement. I'm quite sure it was no surprise. The central bank governor wanted the exchange rate to be IQD 11.95 in 2015. The central bank governor is projecting the Iraqi dinar exchange rate to be IQD 13.04 by the end of 2016. The Iraqi Ministry of Finance was highly upset that the government had to back out of the €2 billion bond issuances in October 2015. That would have helped in shortening the deficit gap. The reason the Iraqi government was forced to back out was that the higher interest rate required by the market. The government did not like the high interest rate. The Iraqi government is doing all it can to acquire funds for the 2016 budget. The Iraqi government is looking at acquiring external loans from International Monetary Fund, the IMF, World Bank, Islamic Development Bank, Special Drawing Rights, the SDRs, Japan International Cooperation Agency, and the Qatar National Bank. No vote has been made yet on the Iraq 2016 federal budget. The Iraqi parliament is still in negotiations, and with luck, hopefully with some luck, we'll come to a consensus soon. And for your information, FYI, the funds have been exhausted from the Development Fund for Iraq, the DFI. Now, I get this information. I really can't disclose how I get the information, but I hope that it just gives you in light what's happening, what's going to happen in the next year, 2016. You know, we have a major deficit, and they're trying to scramble to get some money. This is what happens. Puts a lot of pressure on a lot of people, a lot of funds, a lot of projects do not get funded. A lot of salaries are going to be cut. Taxes are going to go up, but I don't see how the taxes are going to do anything because they have a poor mechanism to even collect the taxes, and plus there's a lot of corruption. There's a post I did a while back, probably 3-4 years ago, about posting about how they collect for electrical services for electricity. And if you can read that, you'll understand how much corruption or how they do the corruption. But if you like my videos, I appreciate you go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get on the mailing list. Just go to the top. All you have to do is scroll up here to the top, subscribe to the mailing list. Right here, my fault. Just click on that. Put your name here, your email address, and sign up. Click on that and sign up for the mailing list. You will get an email address, email response, and then just go ahead and confirm that you want to be on the report, on the mailing list. But here's my YouTube channel right here. Just go and click on it. If you like the information, like to donate some money, donate button right there. Just click on that and just donate as you wish. And if you want to contact me, my email address is ac@americancontractor.com, and all my information's right here. And feel free to get a hold of me. And thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just reach out.